Kare toi aku kōrero aku mihi.
Vai ser mulher nilomo.
Maka, we now have the arrival of the Honorable Minister. Can we all take our seats? After taking their seats, we will have the first of the Fijian traditional ceremony. Naka. So be upstanding for the entry of the Honorable Minister. Naka, let's be seated.
Masarole lai sa bengar sa ta ora main ma inu siapa ni bubal ni bengar lama ini amata ta ni bisa iwai malua ngono orang balan o indre linga ni bengar rabio karanda mi dokung ne habin signi kwa uno sa kai kumbuna uno balan no ikamba bari masang marambal ro ko indre kay na puna pun balu uno ganga be o kana tabata sakali una babi bina kana sini kwa na uno to be so ra kira ban sini kwa uno kana ubu uno kalau kina na tombula sara bola na bola sara sel kari ene kera maru akine ikune bengarabi mana dono ngono balabu on so bul kor nemba kine bengarabi meda man sini ko may pamana akin do kena may yadu na bisaw na laman ni man garabi sa ene nan kan pa bengarabi ene buno ni kana angko maksa una lo nan to bano masaro le mela amni nengalo orang saya kira saya kalau ni memendol ni nanti balu bergerabi, me oman ni abi mana gerabi, ena buni kan aku makin lalu ni bonwa, kena yaun, al ni bonwa, kerja musasuka, anon raya penangon orang komisi haba, wai malu orang anak Indre, kena buni balu, menuga mereka ama sabang gerai, yang beri masalah orang siap boleh sangkar mami, hari kan donu hina bonwa sesorang.
Kuna kemenangan lebu na kemenangan yang matentu kemenangan ni tempat ni biang kerai bokobis kemenang sa servo cumain bilitekin beragana komisi na bakatawa oleh buai malu ambil cukuna kena itu kena suai ni biang kerai na matentu ambil cukuna matentu lebu ni Islandi atero sanda ambil cukuna turangan na marama mata kena bi matata kena bu kuni bingrai bana lomani tamata kala kuni bingrai ba ko bi sarasati kuna obisi ni matentu le bo atero tambi kuna kena itu kena bi litek nan matentu ne na kini kena tsumani singni ko na kamnanga nai na indola ni nan rei tiku na doni bingrai na kolini tamata kala kuni bingrai ba ko bisa ramai banjir tinta kena singni ko dengan metikan amboli nan dona saraswa kalau ngacukan turangan komisioner kena tambah kalau bako bisa nibiti tapi matentu sama ingkali level ni tambah kalau kena singni ko kalau ngacukan matentu ni selanja tero kena bingkrab na lamani tambah kalau anda batan alam di kalau mana bakal lebih kuna non rata-rata kuliah na buku diken maroit tang makin ada bonu mana indina
Mai kadim sa tsuna kamna mai bakul bonwa kamna ni bubale kamna sa ni matintu kamna sa ni biokani kamna ngam sa tsuma matintu ni obula uno sa ko terwa ni sila na kento kay dam sa tsuma na matintu na delen tebel bilutaki may wasak na ngon turang na lilun tam tatak ni obisa turang na komisna ba mananom ni banua way malua tik sa na ngon turang tunre kamna ngam tel tsuma na lotu ina lesi ni bos kobiti ina lo tam tataka mana banua sa kin tapet telebu na non tik sa non turang tu matoa matoya kani matabi tadi ni turang ni obisa ling di bingkar rabi lo tam tataka ni obisa mana banua tam sa tolu kumbuna non tik sa non turang buni walu tikamba no ko buni wal sa kin burmasanga wasa non maram na rukutin reketin turang buni walu matintu yakani ganga na tobata kadib sa tsuna nom do kamna nga nel roko bakin to ka Vinasa wale bu na biba turang taki. Vina wale bu na biba toke taki. Dosa na ela lu tombora sa na turangan sini kwa. Dona ela lu reto toke biba ti taki sa tsuka na pata kil bula. Ni nom do tokan sa tsuka na beli taki. Waka usibi na nom do ba sal sol tekem do sa tsuka. Ene toba ni banua, kene baro ni banua, da kletan sa tsuka na kayo toke. Yung sa tsuka turangan na wal ni surete na balbol turangan na minsta. Turangan na minsta ni Petang maki ken durunwa nana bono saka mai bau nana cik sa turang kundi balu rotin bau. Eri ngom saka na rokoba. Ersen sta ni bakam bertaka. Ersen ni bawal taka. Ersen ni bakam bulai kaleu. Ena buku ni nom do kawai. Me mai mbasi sa ko ni sini ko me mendolaba. Na nom dolo min bain kuli. Nana rokoba ken on rapanti tak sa tiko na bimbi. Ni ling ni pinggara bin tamata no bisa. Bau si bisaka. Na sia ni bono obiti. Kina bono auterwa. La vetsara nom do kamunanga kena ngona kilangi ni som satsu mani kena bakal ngataki to kalau ngatsa tsu na turana minsta kalau ngatsa tsu har mati ni bono ni slandi nan to bonwa kalau ngatsa tsu ling ni ngarabi turana na komisna baktawa non tamba na tum satsu na lotika na maliwa non to lilu tamman tsu kristo mana hey ndina tam sang manda na kamunanga sa kena ngona sa kay lebu kaliu hey do amdo do nasaka.
A big bulubinaka, kia ora, and a very well welcome to you all this morning. I stand on behalf of the Acting Commissioner of Police, the Chief Officers, members of the Command Group, the men and women of the Fiji Police, in welcoming our chief guest today, the Honourable Minister for Home Affairs and Immigration, Member of Parliament Pio Tikondoondoa and his entourage, Her Excellency, the New Zealand High Commissioner to Fiji, Charlotte Darlow and her entourage, senior members of the Diplomatic Corps, senior officials of the Fijian government, and a very special welcome to the retired police officers that are present with us today, retired officers of the Fiji Police Dog Unit with their families. Friends and families, we gather here at Nasese, Nasoba this morning within the compounds of the Fiji Police to celebrate 3 milestones. The first, the opening of the Police Dog Kennel Super Complex that you see before you today. The original Police Dog Kennel was opened in 1961 by the then Governor of Fiji, Sir Kenneth Maddock, on this site, which was funded by the British Overseas Development Fund in the building of the capability and capacity of the then Royal Fiji Police prior to Fiji gaining independence in 1970. In its annual 2021-22 budget, the Fiji Police was supported by the Fijian government with an allocation of over $600,000 in capital projects for the construction of the building that is completed before you today. The opening of the building will be officiated by the Honourable Minister for Home Affairs and Immigration. Our second milestone, the official handing over of the trained police dogs and the training of the Fiji police handlers. Concurrent to this construction project was the training of New Zealand-bred police dogs and their police handlers with the New Zealand Police at the New Zealand Police Dog Training Centre in Trentham, Wellington, New Zealand, funded under the New Zealand Police Fiji Police Partnership Program from 2022 to date. This handing over will be officiated by Her Excellency, the New Zealand High Commissioner, Ms. Charlotte Darlow. The third celebration, the third milestone, is the celebration of 62 golden years of New Zealand Police, Fiji Police Partnership in the development of canine capability. A short, brief project overview will be provided by Inspector Todd Southwell of the New Zealand Police. The sequence, therefore, to follow would be the official opening of the Police Dog Unit complex by the Honourable Minister. Then we have the handing over speech by the New Zealand High Commissioner. Then we have the project overview by Inspector Todd Southwell. Then we'd have a vote of thanks from the OC Canine Western Division. The party would then move on to the complex frontage, where the unveiling would take place. The unveiling will be conducted by the Honourable Minister and the New Zealand High Commissioner. The cutting of the New Zealand and Fiji Police, New Zealand Police and Fiji Police partnership cake. And then we'd have the symbolic handing over from the New Zealand head of dog section to the Fiji head of dog section. Then we'd have the blessing of the complex, the police dogs, the handlers, and the refreshments today from our force chaplain. Then the official party then would enter the building and have a formal briefing from the police dog unit supervisors on the project, and a run through and meeting the dogs. Thank you. Let me welcome our chief guest, the Honourable Pio Tikundondua. He is a Member of Parliament of the Republic of Fiji and one of the 5 members of the National Federation Party in the House. He was educated at a number of universities, including the University of New South Wales, the Centre for Defence and Strategic Studies in Canberra, including the Naval Postgraduate School in Monterey, California, reaching the rank of Lieutenant Colonel after graduating from the Australian Defence Force Command and Staff College in 2006. His 26 years of service in the RFMF has been seen in Lebanon, Egypt, East Timor, and the Solomon Islands. He has also held several leadership roles, becoming Chief of Staff Operations at the RFMF. He has also held the positions in the civil service, and that is that of the Permanent Secretary for Justice, Permanent Secretary for Public Enterprise, and also Permanent Secretary for the Office of the Prime Minister of Fiji. Mr. Tikundondua resigned from the Republic of the Fiji Military Forces at the rank of Lieutenant Colonel to contest in the 2014 elections under the Fiji First Party, where he was appointed Leader of Government Business in Parliament and Minister for Infrastructure and Transport. During the 2018 general elections, he contested the elections under the banner of the National Federation Party and won a seat in Parliament. In 2022, he was elected back into Parliament and was appointed Minister for Home Affairs and Immigration in the coalition government led by Prime Minister Sitiveni Rabuka. The Honourable Minister Tikundondua is also the current President of the National Federation Party. I now invite our congregation to welcome our Minister.
Actually, I just told the High Commissioner you don't have to believe everything that he said, particularly the political bits. Before I say, make a very short contribution, I thought I'd just maybe make a few brief remarks, maybe on the lighter side of things. I was driving up here and I saw a dog. It's definitely not the dog that I trained, to be handed over today. Dogs are actually quite very interesting creatures, they are, aren't they? They except if you're a cat lover, dogs are renowned to be man's best friend for many different traits, one of which is loyalty. And apart from elephants, dogs actually have very good memories too. So if you encounter one of the many stray dogs in Fiji and did something that is probably not to the very best, make the SPCA happy, by doing something maybe even cruel to a dog, even shouting at it, this dog will probably remember you for the rest of their life. So there's a lot of things we can learn from dogs, for the many things that they do, apart from the fact that they are very loyal. And I like the way that a dog deals with a likely problematic situation, but the very different gestures that the dog does. And one of the things that it more usually does is that, once it recognizes trouble, it will bark. Definitely bark first. There are some silent dogs, and these are like the dangerous one. They bite before they bark. And also, and if they bark and still come their way, obviously they possibly, well, one's barking right now, I'm not sure if it's barking at me. They actually do bite too, for a sign of trouble and trying to keep bad away. So hopefully, these dogs obviously that we see, I've seen a couple of them before, and they're very highly trained dogs, so I think some of them probably trained more to sniff trouble and maybe even bite if they encounter one. But there's a very unlucky car owner. It's a licensed rental just down the road, because the dog that I saw was definitely making its mark on that car's wheels. So I'm sure some of our dogs actually will do better than that. Anyway, Your Excellency, the High Commissioner, Charlotte Darlow, Acting Fiji Police Commissioner, Commissioner Chu, Inspector Todd, South Hall of the New Zealand Police Dog Section. I hope you're in the house. Oh, there you are. Okay. Invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Well, many things bring us together today, and I've just talked about one, perhaps the more important one, and those are dogs. We are receiving a new contingent of highly trained canine police dogs. We're opening this newly built police dog kennel complex. And we are saluting 62 years of partnership between New Zealand and the Fiji canine police units. If there is one unchanging theme that runs through these separate stories, it is that everything changes, but change itself. We live in an age of movement and change, both evolutionary and revolutionary, both good and evil. And in such an age, every new generation has a good special obligation to hold fast to the best of the past and move fast to the best of the future. Today, we open a new building, but we're also working towards building anew. Today, we celebrate history, but we will not shy away from making new histories for our own. All over this country, from the large police stations to the tiny, isolated community posts in our other islands, I have spoken about building a new police force, one that is proud of its own traditions, its own personnel, and one that would defend to the last its obligation to upholding the rule of law and protecting human rights. We do have a long way to go. However, I am cognizant of the fact that the people demand better from us. There are no easy or quick solutions to changing mindset, but I am glad that the police are willing to make a start. It is my hope that with this new direction that we will have the support of our partners. And I'm glad that with the Nduawata and Wuwale partnership, we will find in our friends a willing and helpful ally in our endeavor to change and build anew. Today, we open another page in the long and storied history of the partnership between the New Zealand and Fiji Police Forces, and I am happy and honored to officiate at this occasion amongst so many of our friends and colleagues. Navaglebu, and I wish the K9 unit all the best. Thank you.
Navaglebu. I now have the honor to introduce Her Excellency, Ms. Charlotte Dallo, the New Zealand High Commissioner to Fiji. Ms. Dallo has previously been New Zealand's senior official for Pacific Regional Processes and the Pacific Islands Forum. She was New Zealand's lead negotiator for the Boe Declaration